rain on and off. Is it like that where you're at? Let me know where you're calling in from. I'd love to hear where everyone is from. I I'm grateful that we're having like real weather, but you know, it seems kind of early to have this wintry feel. It's like fall here in Idaho is this big. It is so short. We're going to be in the 20s next week. What's it like where you're at? Oh, hello, friends. Welcome. Hey, Jeannie, Alicia, you guys are amazing. Hello. Thank you for popping in. Today, I'm posting, I'm going live because I want to share something I learned today from the wonderful Myron Golden. I watched one of his shorts. Man, that man can talk. And I was just telling my husband, I wish I could communicate like that. And yet you have to realize the guy's been doing it for 40 years. And it's the same with John C. Maxwell, right? These people you want to emulate and you think, oh, they make it look so easy. Man, it takes work. It takes practice and dedication to grow those kind of skills. So there's still hope for us. Any retirees out there? Anybody on a fixed income? Welcome in. Welcome in. I love teaching seniors, empty nesters, grandmas, right? If you're a retiree, welcome in. I want to share about a business. My name is Tammy. I promote done for you digital products, and I'm here to tell you what a life changer this was. So, one of the ideas I came across before finding digital marketing was I really felt like I was pushed into a corner. When you retire and you're given, okay, here's your fixed income, and it's like, ouch, ouch, that's tough when you have to have your fixed income and it's okay, I have to make some really hard choices. And those choices feel like sacrifice. Every choice feels like a sacrifice. And I want to make space in my life to grow a business. And so, how do you do both of those things? You can do it. You can do it. That's what's really cool about digital marketing is you can have a whole mind shift and create space for that possibility for extra income. And so, when I said I felt pushed into a corner, and I don't want another retiree to feel that way like I did. That that there's an opportunity to change your story. Do you hear me? There's an opportunity to change your story. So being on a fixed income can place you, it almost feels like a stranglehold, right? Anybody understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, even if you have a job, right? You have a fixed amount that you could ever possibly make. And that feels like a stranglehold on you. And it kind of makes you discouraged, or maybe it's even demoralizing to realize this is your limit. That's your limit. And if you have to make a choice, then, right, for us retirees, the choices could be, expensive medication or expensive travel to go see the kids and the grandkids. That's where your heart is. But I have to make a choice. And that's why it feels like every choice feels like a sacrifice. You want it all. And I don't blame you. I want it all. And you deserve it. You don't need to be making those kinds of choices. So, what if there was a way to work 2 hours a day and work from home using social media and promote digital products that have already been created that are in high demand? And would you be interested? If you could earn passive income and still have your time freedom to pursue and invest into your passions, your family, your church, your hobbies, that's what we're getting into today. So, hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you guys so much. I know it's a Saturday. Oh, the sun just popped out. That's nice. And I'm missing it, but that's okay. I'm here for you. I'm here for an hour, and I want to share more about how to make extra income in just 2 hours a day And it's the perfect solution for retirees, staying home, empty nesters. Anyone out there who's that same old Gen X like me, put that in the comments. I'd love to know who my audience is and am I reaching the right audience? So just let me know where you're from. Let me know, is it raining there or, are you in Hawaii and you're enjoying some wonderful warm weather? Don't rub it in, right? I got out my sweaters. It's already sweater weather. So let me know where you're from. I'd love to hear. I have this great friend. She's in Costa Rica. She always pops in and says hi. I love knowing where you are from. And I want this live to help you make room in your life for extra income without sacrificing family time or hobbies. It's possible. So we're going to share about making space, right? Making space mentally, maybe physically. It might be that thing that's holding you back from having a successful business. So let's learn about that. Hey, Annette, welcome. So let me know where you're from and how you're doing, what the weather is out there, and try to make me jealous. I want to talk about having an income stream, a passive income. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned. We're going to talk about that and how this can help you achieve your goals and without giving up that precious time. So imagine, anybody, imagine a future where you're no longer worrying about money, but you can focus on what you love. When you're on a fixed income and you have to make decisions, difficult decisions, right? Like the things you love versus the things you need may not always be the same. What are you going to do? That's tough. That's really hard to take. So many retirees, and I want to address this. Retirees have to meticulously balance those monthly bills on a fixed retirement income. You often have to make choices that feel like each choice is a sacrifice. You're choosing between paying for, medications or your car's wearing out. Any of these things are tough when you're on a fixed income, or buying fresh groceries, or investing in a program your kids are in, your grandkids are in. Those are tough choices. I get it because I'm on a fixed income as well. My thoughts of what retirement was going to look like didn't pan out. When my husband was working, I thought it was going to kind of still be the same. I thought life was going to be the same and we could travel and we could see the kids that live out of state. And it didn't occur to me what living on a fixed income really was going to be like. Because my husband earned bonuses when he was working. My husband could have overtime when he was working. And we don't have those benefits anymore. And so now you're on a limited income. That's all she wrote. That's how it is. What are we going to do? Because I still have mortgage debt. I have mortgage debt until I'm 86. I'm not interested in going 9 to 5. These poor little hands have got some arthritis in it. I don't want that type of work. But working from home 2 hours a day, that's doable. And I still get to be creative. I love that. So I want that for you too. So what would you do if you had extra income to spend more time with your family or invest in your passions? What would that look like? If you had an extra $900 a month, what difference would that make? Immediately where you would put that. Guys, my grocery budget item keeps going up like every 3 months. I have to keep adjusting that. You know exactly where you would put that. What if it was $900 a week? Where would you put that? What are your goals? Is there a vacation you're trying to plan? Christmas is coming. I know it's a surprise every year, right? I'm rarely prepared for it every year. But what if you could put that aside and have the most blowout, wonderful Christmas? Have all your family with you and give meaningful gifts and just have a precious time together. What if you had $900 a day? Right? So we keep expanding. I want you to kind of 10x your goals. Imagine, what if that next level? What if that next level? What is it you're really looking for? You want more time with your family, but what does that really mean? What would that look like? Would you be taking your family on a trip? Would you be glad not to have a 9 to 5, but I could be there for my grandbaby? I could be there at the recitals. I could be there at the games that they play, the athletics, the whatevers. You may have missed that when your kids were growing up. You don't want to miss that for the grandbaby. What if you could leave a legacy to the family? Get out of this mortgage debt. Me, me, get out of that mortgage debt and leave a legacy to the family and not a burden of debt. So start dreaming again. Start thinking about it, because that's going to help us as we continue through this. I have 3 tips. 3 tips. My daughter's teaching me a little sign language. 3 tips on creating room in your life, right? If you want something you've never had, something's got to change. So I have 3 tips on creating room for you to reach your goals. So the first tip, I want you to start prioritizing your time. Woo, couldn't pick a bigger word, huh? Prioritizing your time. Think about it this way. I want you to look at your current schedule. Make space for, say, an hour or 2 each day to learn a new skill. Do a time study. I've just started doing a time study. What am I doing every day? I want to create space, in my mind, in my home. I want to create space, and I have to be able to figure that out. So where is it going to happen in my time? Start prioritizing your time, right? Do a time study. And even if you had a few days of watching yourself this week, that would really be revealing. Don't you agree? This has been very revealing. It's showing me that I'm still rather scatterbrained, that I'm not focusing very well. And I want to harness that time. One, because like I said, I'm an old Gen X. I have fewer years ahead of me than I do behind me. Tammy, this is for you. Start prioritizing your time. So, can you make space for that? What would you be willing to give up to make that happen? What would you be willing to do to make that change in your life? Right? So, we've already established, right? Your fixed income is not enough. You want all the things, right? You want all your bills covered and then some. You want to grow your retirement. You want to get out of mortgage debt. You want to leave a legacy for your family. Do something special for your grandkids. but it's not going to happen doing the things you still are doing now. Something's got to change. So let's start here. Start prioritizing your time. Like, do this time study. Find out where you can get that space to do this. And then 2, I want you to grow your knowledge. Grow your knowledge. Can you improve your communication skills? Of course you can. Read books, audiobooks are okay too, right? Learn from the mentors who have walked this path before you. So you and I, right? You and I both know that if we had the skills for a 6-figure income, we would have been there already. Right? Oh, thank you, Barbara. That's wonderful. Good for you. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support, and I appreciate you, friend. Good for you, Barbara. This is another Legacy Builders, and they pop in on your lives and give so much encouragement. It's really a great thing. We have the best community. Now she's a business owner. I'm an independent business owner, and they'll give up some of their time and support you, right? And give the hearts and the follows and the likes. That's powerful. I love our community. So if you already had 6 figures in the bank, right? You are making that. You have the proof that you have the skills to do it. So you and I, right? We want that. At least that's my goal. I would love to be making 6 figures. So I need to develop the skills to get there. I have to grow my knowledge. I have to grow my skills. And so I'm reading books. I'm reading John C. Maxwell and Grant Cardone, right? I'm kind of name dropping Norman Vincent Peale and Zig Ziglar, right? Like I said, I'm old Gen X. So I know there's many other great business people out there that are way younger, but I don't know. I'm still attractive to the oldies but goodies, right? Myron Golden. And by the way, if you want me to repeat anything, just let me know. But I have a YouTube live and it gets recorded. So you can always go back to my YouTubes and find the information you were looking for. Just a heads up, the link's in my bio for you to find that. So growing your knowledge, right, is going to help you reach your goals. There's something you need to change, and I want you to make room for that time for you to commit to growing your skills, right? You need new habits. You need new lessons, right? You've got to keep learning. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. I mean, if you've never done a thing before, of course it's going to be awkward. It's tough. Oh, well, you're learning. It's okay. It's okay. Just keep growing your knowledge a little at a time, right? Take your time. Recognize it takes courage to make these changes. And pat yourself on the back for that, right? It takes courage to make this change, and it takes commitment. If these are things you've never done before, more power to you. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you, Barbara. You're such a sweetheart. So I want you to take some time and grow your knowledge. And here's my 3rd tip. Track your, now this is going to seem weird, right? Track your successes. Successes. If I misspelled that, let me know. Because you're going to have multiple successes, okay? And what I mean by tracking your successes, you have a goal and it feels like it's, 100 yards away. It's a million miles away. Like it's so big, which is good. You should have 10x'd your goals. Your goal should be $900 a day passive income, which is $328,000 a year. That would be proof of a success. But the person I am today is not the person who is earning six figures because I don't have those skills yet. I'm growing those skills. So the first time I opened a TikTok account. First time. Never been here before. It's been 4.5 months. I've been new to TikTok. That took courage. Mark it down. What was the first time you did something new out of your comfort zone? Write it down, because that's proof you are willing and able to make new choices and develop new habits. The first time I went live, when I started digital marketing, now this has been about 5 months. The first time I started digital marketing, when I first started digital marketing, there was no way I was going to go live. No, thank you. Pass. But then I had the courage to try. And I love this because one of our members in the community of digital marketing, his name is Tim. And I remember watching him on a live, and he said, I just love going live. This is fun. I enjoy this. And my head almost exploded because it was coming up against this limiting belief that I had that going live is hard. It's not fun. It's intimidating. I don't know what I'm doing, right? Wah. These are excuses. And then when somebody who is making six figures says, this is fun, this is easy, it's like, all right, he's doing something and he doesn't hate it. What am I missing? Is it possible for me to do this? So if you're brand new and you've never gone live on TikTok, this was cool. When you do, there's buttons on there. It'll say, do you want to practice? Well, yeah, I want to practice. So it helps you, find where all the buttons are and the things you want to do, right? Mirroring your camera, whatever. Like you want to put anything on your screen, great. It gave you an opportunity to practice. But then at one point, you have to hit the live button and just do it. And if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you did it. Oh, well, move on. You get it out of the way. You've got to get the first one out of the way. That's kind of funny. I mean, you could prep and read and watch and learn and right before you go live, but there's nothing like just getting that first one out of the way and calling it good and moving on and trying again and trying again. That's why I talk about growing your knowledge, learning these new skills, and making room and time for these things to happen, right? Oh, thank you. So when I say track your success, write that down. I wrote it down. I went live for the first time on TikTok August 11th. And then September 1st was my first YouTube and TikTok live simultaneous. Right? Those firsts are powerful. Write them down. Keep track of those. Those are successes because you're doing things you've never done before. And you're proving to yourself it's possible. It's possible. Thank you. Thank you, friend. It's right. When you start building that confidence that, you know what, I had that potential inside me all along and I never knew it. And now you're doing the thing. That's confidence building. Put that down in your success story. What was it like for you? Because somebody's going to ask you in the future, what did you do? Help me. What did you do? And so I encourage you, keep track of your A lot of people call them your wins. Keep track of your wins because they feel like milestones. They feel like it was this huge leap of faith and belief to try this thing, and then you did it and you survived. Right? And it's building your courage to do it again. And then it builds your confidence to do it some more. And then it becomes easy. And I do like going live. I do like this interaction and knowing if I'm making a difference and getting the comments. I want to help other retirees believe and have confidence in themselves that they can do these things. So this is me, nevertoolateincome.com. If you are looking to work 2 hours a day in a system that's just plug and play, I want you to come to nevertoolateincome.com, put your email in. You will get from me a free 6-figure blueprint. It's a PDF and an email. And you can reply to that email if you want more information or you have a question, but just get a jump start. Start learning what this is. Okay, thanks. And out you go. All right. So, when you are interested in learning how to do digital marketing, you just go to nevertoolateincome.com, put your email in, and get the information. Because I'm just touching the tip of the iceberg and what's worked for me and how long I've been doing it. You're a part of my journey. And when you want more information, that's all you're getting. So you need to start there. So I when I talk about creating room, any grandparents out there, give me a shout out if you've got grandbabies. I have a theory. I'm testing this out. Put a 1 in the comments if you have grandkids. I made room for my grandbaby. My grandbaby now has a closet at my house, a toy box at my house, has a bookcase at my house full of books, has several shelves in my office of art supplies. She's taking up room. I made room for her. And when we talk about making room for your goals and dreams, you're going to have to carve out some space. You're going to have to carve out some time. You're going to have to carve out some space in your mind that it's possible. Growing that courage, taking that first step. That's what I mean about carving out some space to give yourself room to grow. Give yourself the grace to learn something new. Because I tell you what, us seniors, right, on a fixed income really want to get out of debt. We want to be able to travel and see the kids. We want to be able to support the grandbabies, like spoil them. But being on a fixed income, you have to make tough choices. But what if you had extra income? What if you had passive income working just 2 hours a day? That's what I mean about creating space, letting that sink in that it's possible. If this senior can do it, I really believe in you that you can have this too. So that's why I encourage you, nevertoolateincome.com, and just put your email in and get some information and start reading more about digital marketing. So think about it, like with the right time, right? Carving out that time and the focus. Imagine having a 6-figure income as a retiree, right? And seeing that real change. Imagine you're just purging out the things that don't serve you anymore. Wow. What's that going to look like for you? right? When I did my time study, you have to calculate how much time are you on your phone, right? Are you going to purge out those things like scrolling on social media? Are you going to maybe limit time with friends that are holding you back? Wow, guys, this is heavy, I know. But if you want something you've never had, there's a reason. What are you willing to do to make the changes to get what you want? So maybe it is certain friendships. Limiting, I'm not saying you have to get rid of them all or some, but limiting that time with them, because if they're not encouraging you, if they're tearing you down, if they're filling you with doubts or disbelief, do you really want that? Or are you willing to have the courage to say, I can't commit that much time. I have a purpose to fulfill. I have new things I need to do, right? How many times do you get your broke friends talking into your life on how you should spend your money, and they're broke? Why would you listen to that? All right, that's a rant. Kind of personal, but that's a rant. So when I talk about making space, think about it that way. Space in your time, maybe space in your environment. Because I had this painting I actually had made, and it was from an A.A. Milne quote. It was a Winnie the Pooh quote, and it was about rivers. No, now I can't remember it because I got rid of it. I didn't feel like it was serving what I wanted, but it was like rivers know that they'll get there someday. Like they're not worried. They know they'll get there someday. And I was like, is that really how I think? I don't want something up on my wall that isn't speaking to me anymore. That's what I mean by purging. So maybe your office needs a change. Maybe you need to make room for the things that will help you achieve your goals. Do you need leadership books, communication books, right? Do you need posters or something visual that you can look to encourage you? Because I'll tell you what, encouragement is something we need every day. Motivation, something we need every day. Because one, we're retraining our brain. We've been this way all our lives. So how do we break those habits and do something new? Hmm. You're going to have to retrain your brain. And and so having things out and about that help you refocus and stay determined and keep your commitments is really powerful. So I don't want you to have any more room for doubt. If you're a senior, you want extra income, but you don't want to give up your free time, this digital marketing is for you because you have a 2-hour workday with your cell phone and you can promote done for you digital products. That's powerful. I love this, right? I get to work in my office and my space, air conditioning, heating. I call it, I'm an armchair achiever. That's what seniors want, right? We talk about our little aches and pains and arthritis in our hands. Like, we don't want a 9 to 5. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. When I talked about legacy builders, this is what we're looking at. I have, oh dear. Okay. Give me half a second. Here we go. Here we go. So it's an e-learning program. I promote done for you digital products, and I have 4 income streams. So my 4 income streams is I have a launch pad, I have passive daily blueprint, I have digital mastery, and I have legacy builders. Now, the reason I have 4 income streams is because I chose legacy builders. I got the master resale rights to all 4 of the programs when I purchased legacy builders. And with that purchase, it came with these bonuses. How to make your own digital products. Like there's all kinds of cool bonuses in here. But the Legacy Builders program, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at a class, right? E-learning programs. When I started 5 months ago, the program had like 120 video lessons. Now it has 160. So when I say you're investing in education, you will have lifetime access to this education and it's growing. Where else for a one-time investment can you have continuing? It's like I just got lifetime access to college. Like it's always growing. As new information comes out, it's always growing. You want education on how to do TikTok? It's in here. Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest. How do you want to promote digital products? The education is in here. So we have our own Zoom calls. Those are mentoring calls just for legacy builders. How to log in to all the platforms. What's passive income? Because it starts from the beginning. You don't have to know tech. You don't have to know everything about digital marketing. It's all here. It shows you how it works. How to automate your business. When I say you have a 2-hour workday, just know that it's because of the automations. I make social media posts. I have a YouTube channel, right? All of these things are discoverable. They're searchable. This information can be found 24 hours a day, right? And then when you want more information, right? Then there's these pages. I didn't create this. Well, I call this John and Marge. John and Marge say hi. This is where you put your email in to get information on the program. And from there, you get a thank you from me and a video from Michelle, and you get the 6-figure blueprint, a free PDF immediately on starting a digital marketing business. What does it look like? What do you need to do? How does it work? Right? It's all there for you. You can learn this on your own. There's plenty of YouTube out there. Colleges are now having digital marketing classes. There's other courses. I know so many people who have done courses and it's 8 weeks, 10 weeks, right? And then it's gone. This is lifetime access to education. And here's the other thing. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Here's the other thing. There is a community free. This is in bonus to the education. So when I say you have lifetime access to education that's continually growing, it's literally building on itself. There's a community as well. There's over 43,000 members in the community. And I love coming to a tab. This is a tab called Wins. I earned $4,900 in October. I've made almost 25,000 since I started in 12 weeks. My win today is I've already posted 3 pieces of content on TikTok. Guys, this is what I said. I erased it. I should have said about keeping track of your wins. People share the first time they did, right? So when I started TikTok, I was not making 3 social media posts a day. Like that was a goal I had to achieve. This person is now sharing they've done it. They are making their 3 social media content posts a day. That's doing something you've never done before. Write it down. Get excited about that. I can finally go live on YouTube. You need 50 followers to go live on YouTube. They finally reached that goal. That's a win. And they documented it. Made my first sale today. That's a win, right? They're not making 6 figures, they're doing the steps. They're making those milestones happen. They're on their way to success. $300 this morning. Like they woke up to the $300. I've made $1,800 in the last few days. I made my first sale. I'm going live. I got 2 sales on my way to having surgery. The system is automated. These pages are your freedom machine. These are for you to grow your business 24 hours a day. You don't have to be available 24 hours a day. The system works for you. So, if you want to know more about Legacy Builders, if you want to know about any of the other 4 programs I offer, like this is Launchpad. Again, right? It tells you what does passive income look like, right? It has its education course. And then the passive daily blueprint, what's available in that program. But it comes with the community. So when I say this is already a proven system, that's what I'm talking about. People are making income, passive income, because they just plugged in and started the business. So what if you could achieve what? Imagine, okay. What could you achieve if you just focused just a little bit every day on learning this system, on improving yourself? Where would you be in 6 months? What would that look like for you? $900 days. Doing first things you've never thought you could do before. That's powerful. So if you had a passive income stream and it gave you freedom to choose without sacrifice, right? It's the power to have time with your loved ones and a new sense of purpose. As retirees, right? We have less time ahead of us than we have behind us. You recognize how precious time is. It's an invaluable asset. It's never too late to work towards your goals. So, no longer trading time for dollars, right? That invaluable asset, time, for that limited asset, dollars. What if you could invest in a program that would provide income for sharing a done for you digital product? It's an offer of education on how to promote digital products over and over and over again. This offer, it never runs out, right? It has a lifetime access. It's continually being added to, and it's a growing base of knowledge. So I just, again, take that first step, right? Join our community. This community values their time and offers a path to financial freedom. So, this opportunity is about securing your future without sacrificing those things that really matter. So, I want you to start following 6 figure earners, millionaire earners through that free community I just showed you. And it comes free, right? With the digital marketing program that I offer. You have access to mindset training, the weekly mentoring calls, a bank of past mentoring trainings, right? You can access that at any time. And you can learn from the best earners. They they do live calls every week. Live interactive calls. They answer your questions. So imagine just growing your skills alongside these other independent business owners. You get to learn what they know and what do they do. Do you think you would be successful if you had that much education and feedback? Yes or yes? Do you think you could take your time and learn the skills you need with a step by step program? Do you think you could make room in your life to learn this 2-hour workday, but also start growing your potential and making $900 a day? It's already happening. It's a proven system. It's worked for thousands. And our community, right? Like I said, it's 43,000 members coming in, and it's not anywhere close to being saturated. The e-learning platform is $1 billion business. It's projected to be $1 trillion business. So if you started today, where would you be in 3 years? You can ride this education and learn how to do this. So I just thank you all for joining my live today. I appreciate you all so much. I thank you for the hearts. Those are so generous, and the follows and the likes. Any comments? I would love to hear back from you. Thank you for showing up and playing with me, right? Imagining a better future for us retirees, us empty nesters. It's tough to hear about. Yeah, I've lived more years than I have ahead of me. What are you going to do about it? That's an invaluable asset, and trading time for dollars is just not going to cut it anymore. We have to do something different. So that's why I love Legacy Builders. It's given me confidence. I'm eager to get up in the morning. I have purpose. And if you're a retiree, you probably struggle with those things. I know I did. If I didn't have my dog to wake me up in the morning, there were days I probably would have stayed in bed all day. I wish I had this program 5 years ago, 10 years ago. If I could get those days back, right? No more regrets. It's never too late. I want to encourage you. I don't want another retiree feeling that way. Lost, no purpose, struggling with your fixed income when you don't have to. So again, visit nevertoolateincome.com. It's www.nevertoolateincome.com. Put your email in and get that 6-figure blueprint on how to start digital marketing, and get that email from me. You can respond to that email, reply back. I'd love to help you get started. And guys, thank you. Thank you all for spending your Saturday with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, friends. Go ahead and follow, subscribe. And if you want the replay of this YouTube, you can find that link in my bio. And I will see you Sunday. You guys have a great day. Have a blessed Saturday. And I will check in on you all tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Bye, friends. Thank you to my YouTube channel. You guys have been amazing as always. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I will see you Sunday afternoon, I think. I think I have the grandbaby in the afternoon. So we'll see. I'll let you know. You guys have a great Saturday.